this Tuesday or whenever you're watching this, let's chime in and talk about redefining healthy with my girl, Courtney Fuller. Let me go ahead and invite her on in. Let's see if she's on here. All right. Hey, hey. How you doing there, lady?
Hello. Hi.
Wonderful.
I'm good. How are you?
Tuesday. Let's talk about it. I'm here with my girl, my new girl in the fitness and wellness family, Courtney Fuller, certified personal trainer, macro coach. She helps motivated women that have dieted most of their life lose weight through sustainable lifestyle choices and change what their view of healthy is. So we're going to tap into redefining what healthy is today. Tell everyone a little bit about yourself, and then we'll just dive right in.
Okay. So do you want me to kind of tell you like my background and
family, anything fun you want to add or whatever? Because we're going to be getting into the nitty gritty. No, we won't get into nitty gritty. This is going to be really just chill, laid back conversational. If we get people that want to ask some questions, chime in, we can do that too.
Awesome. Well, first I was like very stressed out on here. I was like, what do I do? I've never been on an IT live. So I was like, okay, I should probably figure that out. But anyway, we're here. So my name is Courtney. I started my journey back in like 2016 was my personal journey. So I started wanting to lose weight. I mean, I've yo-yo dieted, struggled with weight loss literally my whole life. I started probably dieting at like the age of 12. Like I did the Billy Blanks things, the Pilates, little workshops, ate salad. I did everything. Like honestly everything except maybe like a structured diet plan because I was just too young and my mom was like no. But I really did start dieting at a really young age, and the reason why I started working out at all was because I had terrible postpartum depression with my oldest son, and I kind of had to figure out how to like myself. I mean, I would complain every single day about how I looked, how I felt. I hated everyone and everything. So I think I needed an outlet because, you know, I did marching band and I had like some sort of activity my whole life. And then after I finished drum corps after college, I didn't have anything. And so I think that missing piece was like my missing identity. And so I found myself through exercise, even though I was never a structured exerciser at all. Like I knew nothing about weights. And so I was all self-taught. And then I started having panic attacks at my job. And so I was like, okay, well, this is not healthy. So maybe I should find something that I enjoy. I want to help people, but I don't like needles, don't like medical. So I can't do that. So I was like, oh, but I like working out. That's my new thing. Like, let's just give it a shot. And so I started working at the Y, and it just kind of went from there. I studied nutrition through NASM, so I have my certification through NASM, and then I got my nutritionist certification nutritionist for, what year are we on? 23, 6 years. Oh my gosh, is it 6 years? 5 years? Something like that. I don't know. 5 or 6 years. I was like, wait, what? And then I found macros. I found macros right before my wedding a few years ago, and I really like, I got pretty lean, like pretty skinny. I almost call it like the wet candlestick look. I was very lean on top, and then like my legs just kind of did whatever it did, and so did my torso. You know what I mean? There was muscle, but it wasn't a lot of it. I was just really skinny. So I found macros and I started working on gaining more muscle, but then I got pregnant. And so that kind of just like fell to the back burner. But I was like, is there a program out there for me that I can learn more about teaching women about macros? Not just like plain Jane macros that we see through like CrossFit gyms. I mean, like stuff that's really actually going to help people like me that struggled with weight loss, people that have pre-existing conditions, like PCOS, Hashimoto's, and stuff like that, that really struggle with losing weight. And so I found the mentorship that I went through, which was macro mentorship. And I mean, it has changed my life and it has changed my clients' lives. A lot of people, like I have people that went through Weight Watchers. I have people that have, dieted, done many coaches, programs, stuff like that, and they've never seen the type of results that they see with me. And it honors me. And I am so honored with every client that ever trusts me with themselves, with their body, with, mind and their health and wellness. I don't know. I truly have this passion to help as many women as I can learn how to trust themselves, like have that self-trust, get that confidence, and just become strong. And I won't cuss on here because I don't know how people feel about that. I cuss the time. The BA word, become a BA. So.
Gotcha. Well, it sounds like, based on your journey, like you had to be able to, at some point, say, guess what? Something's got to change. I'm a new mom now. I have to be able, someone outside of myself, to now be responsible for. And my mental health, my wellness is important. So where can we pull from that to be able to say, how can I make that shift and change? Because that's really part of what we're talking about today, is redefining healthy. Because healthy isn't skinny. It isn't a certain look per se or starving yourself. Like healthy also includes everything going on here. And a lot of that is going to be a driving factor on being able to find things that are sustainable, that you can keep up with. So it's not just another fad that you're on. And you get off of it, and you get on it, and you get off of it. And that whole roller coaster that a lot of ladies that, have been defining healthy as what we're viewing in the media, or what the new trend is, or what
Right.
so-and-so looks like. And they've always been on that constant struggle of, I got to do this. I got to look at this way. I got to, do this. I got to wear this thing. Or I can't go to the gym yet. I have to get in shape first before I go to the gym. And it's like, wait a minute, isn't that backwards? Like, don't you go to the gym to become healthier and to make some changes? But now it's like I'm shying away from those things because of all the images you see, the perfect weight room picture and pose this, and everybody's looking polished with exact matching outfits and the perfect shoes and stuff. You want to look cute? Go ahead, girl, look cute in there. But that's not what it requires for you to be able to go out and live, make those changes for a healthier lifestyle for you. So circling back around, where did that name come from? Where did fit but fat?
Okay, well, well, the funny thing is, I was one of those people. Like, I thought I had to have the outfits. I only posed like, gym selfies, like what you see pre-wedding Courtney, I mean, is not me at all anymore. I only did the perfect poses. You would never see me in a t-shirt and leggings at the gym. It always had to be like the in leggings. I mean, I still have all of them, and I am destined to wear them again, but I probably won't be to that extent. You know what I mean? But my name came from, I wanted to be a fitness influencer. So I had to figure out something that was catchy, because I thought that, it's the name. We got to get the name, like, it's got to be something catchy that people want to say. And so, I mean, I started my page for likes 100%. Like, I'm going to be fully transparent. But the name has grown on me and evolved into something that I think means a lot more than what I meant it in the beginning. I want to take back the word fat. Like, I want to redefine what fat is. And I want us to know, like, I want people to know that you can be fit and your butt, you know, can be fat. Like, you can be a fat queen and be fit. Like, I not. I want you to work on lifting as heavy as you can, being a BA in the gym, and like doing the daggone thing and showing up for yourself and knowing that you literally can do anything yourself. I mean, I move treadmills in my house. I pick up dog food and walk around, and you know, I've carried like 3 or 4 waters out of Menards, and like, do you need help? And I'm like, because I'm fit. But that's what I want that name to be. And I think, and I love when people like giggle and they're like, that's not the name, because I want you to feel like you can be fit and you can be fat, and you can be fat with a PH and own it. You know what I mean? Size means nothing at all.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I want you to feel good in your skin. That's all. And if that means you want to lose some weight, great. If you don't, great. You know, we'll take both.
Nice.
So
yeah, because I like that idea of being able to be like, hey, look, it like you said, catchy name, but then it grew and evolved, and like, you know what? There was a reason why I chose this name, and I'm gonna go ahead and walk in it and go ahead and you know, make it your own.
Yeah. I was embarrassed for a long time with that name because I was fat. I mean, I've been fat forever. Like, in the fitness community, right? I have always been a mid-sized person or plus-sized person, even at my leanest. Like, I was still mid-sized to plus-size. And so, like, when I would say that, I'm like, do people really think I'm fit, though? Like,
yeah, and it's back to those misconceptions. You know, it's back to those misconceptions of what people are seeing, and then what's ingrained where you see it over and over again, and not having that confidence to be like, you know, healthy is not just a size. There's plenty of people that may be skinny, or people may perceive them as healthy. They're not healthy. In size is just as jacked as can be. Mentally, they may not be where they need to be. They're not healthy. Just because their size is a certain thing, that doesn't equate to what health is. So I really like the cue when you said sustainable lifestyle choices, because a lot of times we know the wagon of this and that, the roller coaster of trying this and that, and it's not sustainable. Oh, I got benefit for a short period of time, and then I fell off again. And then I got back on it, and then I fell off again, because they didn't learn sustainable things that fits within their lifestyle. Or they're totally shunning whole food groups because they said, oh, no, I can't have the donut. I got to work 20 times harder in the gym because I had a donut yesterday. And then now you're equating foods with negative things on how you have to beat yourself up or earn the right to be able to enjoy some things.
Yeah.
And that leads us to be unhealthy in our minds, in our bodies. So being able to kind of redefine what that looks like and shifting people's mindsets is a main thing, important key for me as well. So I know you kind of talked about your story, and we've always talked about kind of like misconceptions of kind of what women in healthy weight are. And I think a lot of that does come, being a minority as well, like being a woman of color, and views that are seen of what's healthy, what's not, what people should be able to look like. And then now we're trying to push ourselves to what a view of what it's supposed to be. And then we end up being so far on one end. And now we do end up being with some chronic health conditions, or we do have disordered eating, or we do have different challenges as far as mental health. And then there's a stigma when it comes to going ahead and seek resources. You know, oh no, tough it up. You guys are strong. Be strong. You know, you can do it. But there's so many different things for us to be able to break down those barriers. So how do you prioritize kind of your health, balancing wife, motherhood, business owner? What are some intentional things you do?
So honestly, it goes week by week. But I mean, I have have a checklist of minimum things that I really try to, no matter what phase I'm in. So right now I am in a deficit phase. So like it can feel a little strained because when you're in a deficit, you become moody, you're irritable, like you just want to eat your food and like live your life. Like you don't want to do this, right? Not fun. Nobody likes it. And so it does create, so when you're in a deficit, it is super important for myself and my clients to really prioritize self-care and like decompressing. I think that has been my biggest thing this time around with starting my own business in January, and adding on that title as well as having kids and being a mom, and my house is a wreck all the time, and like all these other things that I have to do. Learning how to decompress at the end of the day or even in the middle of the day and try to connect with myself. I started, therapy. That was a big thing for me, and just like learning how to intentionally connect with myself, whether it's every couple days, every the middle of the day, and just like figuring out what Courtney needs. Like, it's very easy to look at everything. Oh my gosh, I got to do all these things. But what does Courtney's heart need today? And if that means that I need to not look at anything else that's going on and burning up in my house, like the laundry. I mean, if you follow me, you hear me talk about my laundry all the time. My laundry is a wreck. I don't like it. It's not a thing I like to do. But like, sometimes I have to say, look, I know that I'm judging myself for the fact that I haven't touched that in like 6 days, but what I need right now, what my soul needs, is to sit down, book, and maybe hug my kids, and that's it. We don't, especially women, we don't need to do all of the, take care of all of the people. They will live without, we are there, and when they absolutely need us, we will help them. But if you do not take care of yourself first, you cannot take care of anybody else. And it is the hardest lesson to learn. And I mean, I can say that day in and day out, right? And I'm still going to have to go through that internal dialogue every single day. Like, what do I need before my candle wick, burns all the KO, and nobody can, I can't help anybody at that point. So I think learning how to connect with yourself has been like a huge thing, and figuring out what you need. You might need more water that day. You might need to go work out. You might need to sit in a dark room, quiet.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think that definitely things shift in different life cycles and things you're on as well. I'm on the over 40 club over here. So, so the things that I used to like just do and continue to burn the candle at both ends and be like, all right, this amount, I got a few hours of sleep. I'm still get up and do this workout and hit hard, and I'm going to do no big deal. And you'd be able to recover well. But then that body starts shifting, changing. You start getting those alerts going on like, hey, sis, get your little crack down. You doing too much.
Yeah.
And you try to ignore them, but then it comes too close to the forefront. And I'm like, I have to be intentional about stopping.
Yeah. Yes. And that's funny that you say over 40. I mean, I ain't even 30 yet, and I'm already in that club. So like, let's just shoot me to the 40. I'm already like, whoa, sis, sit down.
But see, you're smarter than I, because you were getting the cues and listening to the cues now. It took me a little while to get the cues and figure out what do I need to do to slow things down and really get a reset. Like today, I was intentional. Boom, I was in the office, turn off the light, got in my little chair, and I was like, okay, 15 minutes, calming music, let me get a reset. I need to slow down because my mind was already in all the things. Just like women, we're in all things. What am I going to do this? And the next step for that, I'm like, all right, I need this calm down time. I had to force myself to do it. But it's a thing I have to be intentional about. So that healthy aspect is not just moving your body. It's not just what you're putting in your body. It's also that mental health aspect. That's also that position of self and making sure, knowing that you are worthy of setting aside time, and it's not a selfish thing. You call it selfish. Maybe you do need to be selfish. We need to be like, I need to be selfish and say, I need this time for a
100.
break or a reset, or I'm going to be broke down. I'm not going to be good.
Yes. Yes. I preach that with my clients. I have a lot of clients that have overworked themselves and like think more. And I'm like, whoa, let's do less. Let's do less. And it sounds so counterintuitive. And like when, you know, a lot of clients, I predominantly deal with weight loss clients. I help, you know, really anybody, but I predominantly help people that want to lose weight. And so when we're like, okay, we're in weight loss mode, but now we have to shift to maintenance mode. We have to shift to doing less. They're like, wait, what? Honestly, that's where you do the most work. Like that is where the most work is being done up here. The most work is being done in here. And like, it's mind blowing how doing less can help you get further down the road. Like it's a game changer, 100%. And it sounds so dumb. So counterintuitive. You're like, wait, but I want to lose 20 pounds. How is eating more food than what I'm supposed, you know, than my weight loss, you know, calories, eating more food, less exercise? How is that? I don't compute. And I'm like, just trust the process. And lo and behold, I mean, every single time it's like, whoa, Courtney, I didn't believe you, but I trust the process.
Yes. Yeah, and that's it.
You know?
And that's why you know,
Doing
people
less.
say, hey, there's things you can do on your own. There's things that you need to employ your team. Employ a team and some outside work. So I say, oh, I kind of know what to do. I'll follow this and follow that. But you've been saying you know what to do for about 5 to 10 years, and you're on this roller coaster of on and off, on and off. There may be some things that you know how to do, but it's time to employ some help. And when it comes to building your team, I always tell people, you have to be the CEO of your health. You have to build your wellness squad and your resources so that you can be, hey, I need to go with this person for this. I got my person. You can't just be out on an island on your own and still on the struggle bus of trying to figure it out. But we could definitely go. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're all right. What makes it worse is social media. I mean, we save stuff all the time. Click save, double tap, click save. Oh yeah, that's good. Click save. I'm going to do that later. Click save. And I'm like, man, how many times are you going to click save? How many times are you going to click save? That's like, you know, it goes for physical therapy, nutrition. I mean, like how many mobility exercises click save like does nothing for you because you never do that. You know, you need that person, you need that coach to be like, okay, well, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Implement. How many healthy recipes are you going to try and just be like, okay, here we go. And then you just don't do anything. You just keep clicking save. Just how it works nowadays. I think that's what makes it harder for people to build their team because there is information literally everywhere. I mean, there's what you do. There's information on what I do, information on what Sally does. But it's how can we make that information work for you and your life? Because what Sally Sue said about what I do for you, what you do for her, may not be implemented the exact way that Sally said.
Yeah.
You know, you might have the way she said it in order for it to actually for you in your life.
Yes.
So that's what, that's why.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, we probably could be going on and talking forever about so many different things, so many different topics. You're like, yes, we can do it. Like, I'm like, okay, let me hone it back in. We'll have to definitely get back together again and do this again. So tell us, Courtney, about how people can get in contact with you, work with you, what you're located, what do you have to offer?
Okay. Okay, so I do have an Instagram page, obviously. It is Fit But Fat, and that's FITBUTTPHAT. Okay, so you can follow me there. I do have a link in my bio to my website, and where you can book a free consultation to do in-person personal training or nutrition coaching. I offer both. I offer a few other things, but I would love to get on a call to like talk about what you actually might need, because it can get overwhelming, the amount of things that I offer, and then you're like, well, I don't know what I want. So if you're like, okay, I kind of want to, either do personal training or I want some type of nutritional guidance, then hop on a call with me. It's free, and we just chat. I say it's like 15 to 20 minutes, but as you can see, I talk a lot. So we might just talk for a while and like, okay. So, but yeah, that's where you can find me. I do train out of Indy Performance Authority. So I am located downtown for in-person sessions.
I really enjoyed you hopping on the little chat with us.
Yes.
This is Let's Talk About It. IG live on Tuesdays. My name is Dr. Latisha Williams, licensed physical therapist, owner of Run for Life Performance and Physical Therapy. I do have a location inside of Indy Performance Authority as well. So you can definitely team up with the both of us there. Learn more about me at Running After 35. Also consultation regarding health coaching, certified run coaching, and I specialize in helping women over the age of 35, active adults and women over the age of 35. All right, until next time, have a good evening.
Bye.